Hey everyone, how you doing? It's Steve Kerr here, your life coach specialist. And it's only when you're aiming high that you spread your wings and truly fly. Yeah, I got this beard growing here and this mustache. I'm gonna keep it on while I go through these 22 days of doing push-ups, in recognition and awareness to PT, post-traumatic stress disorder. Okay, PTSD. For those who don't know, and I did my video earlier today, realizing, doing a little research on it, that it's not just people that go through war that's suffering this. So it's huge. This issue is huge. So the question, I want to do a video then pertaining to that. How do you release stress? How do you? I want to hear from you personally. What is it that you do to release stress? Okay, you could just type it in there. We send this video out and maybe it'll reach somebody that needs to release some stress. So I'm asking each and every one of my listeners out there right now, how do you release stress? Okay, I could tell you that three things for me really. Well, it's a various of different things, but with me, exercising, things that I'm passionate about, because there are some exercises that you do to be in shape, but you're not really passionate about it. So things like, crunches and push-ups, those are things that I don't readily like to do, but I like the results of it. But exercise that I actually love to do is to play sports and cycle. I love to cycle. I love to swim. I was with my kids in Cassie Campbell swimming on Sunday. Put in an hour there and, just do lengths of the pool and so forth. And I also, being a track coach, I do pool work as well with my athletes. And so I was actually working with my nephew. He's a football player and he wants to play professional football. So I did some pool work with him on Sunday. And, he thought he was in shape, but when I did the exercises with him, he could hardly do it. It was his first time doing it. So, he learned something about his uncle, that, I'm not that out of a shape because of some of the things that I was, showing him. He didn't know. Daniel, how you doing? What's up, man? I miss you so much. I want to, I'm hoping that you'll come home for the holidays. Are you coming home? I'm hoping. Diane, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, so I want to hear from each and every one of you. How do you release stress? Right? This is brought upon, I was Triple P, Dr. Triple P, he challenged me for, to do 22 push-ups for 22 days. And I've done 2 days already. And I challenged my two people, which is Judea, my first day, and then Lloyd Daly, my second day. I don't know who I'm going to challenge tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. But just learning about this, I realized that, this ailment is more serious than just war veterans. And so this video is just to ask each and every one of you, how do you release your stress? So Stacy Royer King, thank you very much. Stacy says, I pray. That's excellent. That is one of the things also that I was going to say, because I have various different things from different dimensions. Prayer that deals with the center of man, that deals with the core of man, which is your soul or your spirit, for those who don't know and so forth. And and then there's a release. And people don't realize that, there are toxins and poisons that build up in your body through the environment, right? And it affects all different levels of your body, whether it be your inner man, your invisible man, that's your spiritual man. Then there's the mental man, right? That's why you go through anxieties and things like that. And then the physical man, right? There is stress that needs to be released from there as well. So exercising, that's something that it makes me feel really good, not just afterwards, but during the process. I love to cycle, I love to swim, and I love to play sports. Right. And so those are the things that that I do on a physical level to release. But then there is reading. Right. I love to read my Bible. I love to pray, meditate. There's another word, too, to meditate. The word meditation, it means to to mutter softly under your breath. So you're actually repeating the things that you're reading softly, right? That's really the essence of what meditation is. A lot of people think that it's just in silence, but no, not always. Meditation is also that. So I want Diane, tell me, how do you release your stress? And Daniel Simpson, tell me, how do you release your stress? Okay, Pravin, tell me how you release your stress. All right, I need to hear from you guys. This video is not just for me, it's for who is going to tune in later and who is listening right now. So feel free to give your comments. I'm sure everybody has experienced some level of stress, some level of pressure, and how'd you overcome it? How is it that you release it? Okay, so Stacy, that to me is got to be number one. You know, I pray, and you know, you're seeking the higher power. You're getting direction. But when you do get the direction, then you got to apply it, right? Oh, I could tell you, my wife, she cries, right? This is her thing. That's how she releases stress. She cries, right? So as the water pours out, and you know, having that knowledge, I don't run to, you know, hush her from her crying, because she chooses that way. That's her. That's how she releases her stress. And so more power to her. I love her for it, because you know, you find your way, and whatever way works, it works. Could be laughter. It could be. Kyle, thanks for tuning in. I'm asking the question, Kyle, in honor of you know, doing the 22 push-ups and post-traumatic stress disorder. How do you release your stress, Kyle? I want to hear from you. What is it that you do to release your stress? Everybody should be making some form of comment, because stress is a common thing, right? And I heard one of my mentors say, you know, distress, all right, distress or dis-ease, right, creates disease, right? And so that's a key thing. Gerald, how you doing? Thanks for tuning in. The question I'm asking you and everybody else out there: how do you release your stress? Whether it be psychological, emotional, physical, spiritual, I want to hear from you. How do you release your stress, guys? We want to help people out there that's looking for avenues. I got a shout out to Lloyd Daly, because Lloyd asked the question and says, Steve, what else can we do to bring awareness to this? And this thought came to my mind to do this video, is to just put it out there right now and to share it. How does one release this stress? My battery is down to 5% right now, guys, so I don't know if I'm looking a little dark, because I got to charge up, right? Kyle says, I used to play video games whenever I got stressed, but as I got older, I slowly grew out of it. Nowadays, I write little stories or drawings. It helps a lot. There you go. So thank you very much for that, Kyle. Kyle does he does little stories and drawings. So he's who knows, Kyle, that might be some of your element of gifting too. You could become an animator, caricatures, all that fun stuff. But yeah, there it is. Oh, here's another one, guys. I sew. Yeah, you're gonna learn something about Steve Kerr right now. I love to sew, guys. Yeah. Matter of fact, my wife doesn't do the sewing. I do the sewing. I'll sit down and, you know, I'll just get that needle and thread and put the thimble on, and I'll sew. And it's very therapeutic for me. So there's something you learn new about Steve Kerr. Pravin Patel, how you doing? Pravin Triple P, Dr. Triple P. We're not talking about PPP no more. It's Triple P. All right. He's watching. He's tuning in. And I want to thank you, because right now, this is in honor of what you started with me, challenging me to do 22 push-ups in 22 days. And you inspired me so much. I've gone to the next level. I done 44 push-ups already today, and I might even do some more, because I made a determination that I'm going to lose 40 pounds, and I'm going to ask you guys to hold me accountable for it. 40 pounds in 4 months. That's 10 pounds a month. Yeah. And guess what? I got myself a personal trainer. Yes, I do. And I start tomorrow, guys. Tomorrow I start. I am serious when I speak. I'm a guy that acts. Okay. JT Fox, he tells me when an idea comes to you, and you know it's a great idea, act on it, move on it, guys. And so that's what I do. I speak it and I move on it. Matter of fact, tune in at 9:30 or maybe a little bit after 9:30, because that's the time my appointment is set for tomorrow. I am going to do a Facebook Live. What I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what my body looks like, guys. Yeah, I'm going to take my shirt off. I'm telling you right now, probably the only time you're going to see that. Well, actually 2 times, because I need the before and I need, oh, goodness gracious. Ran out.